Success is not a door you knock on once and it opens wide. It's a path. A long one. Sometimes it's straight. Often it's not. And if you're walking this path with English by your side, let me tell you, you are not just learning a language. You're training a mindset. You're teaching yourself to keep going when things are unclear. You're learning to trust your voice even when it trembles. Fluent English is not a magic trick. It's a habit. It's not something you achieve in 1 week with one course. It's the result of small efforts repeated daily. Reading when you don't feel like reading. Speaking when you're scared of being wrong. Listening when the words move too fast. It's showing up to your learning, even when your confidence didn't. I want you to think of English as a tool, not a trophy, not something you get and place on a shelf. No, English is the hammer, the chisel, the paintbrush that helps you build your future. And the more you use it, the more skilled you become. So what is success really? Is it a job? A salary? A passport? Maybe. But real success, the kind that fills your heart, often begins quietly. It begins the moment you say, I can. The first time you order food in English, and the waiter understands. The first time you help someone find their way. The first time someone says, wow, your English is good. Don't chase fluency like it's a finish line. Treat it like a friend. Spend time with it. Get to know it. Learn its moods. Be patient when it changes. Laugh when it confuses you. Stay close to it. And over time, it will stay close to you. I remember a young man named Karim. He grew up in a neighborhood where English was just a dream. No one around him spoke it. His school didn't teach it well. But he loved American movies. He would watch them again and again with subtitles. He repeated every line. He paused and wrote down words. He even acted out scenes in his room. Years passed. Now, he's a scriptwriter for an international animation studio. He told me once, I didn't study English. I lived in it. That's the kind of success you can create. Not by waiting for permission, but by showing up and living in the language day by day. You see, fluent English doesn't just help you communicate. It helps you elevate. You start seeing more, feeling more, understanding more, and the world begins to open. Slowly, but surely. Speak to improve, not to impress. Learn to connect, not to compete. Don't compare your journey to someone else's highlight reel. Your path is yours alone. And every word you learn, every phrase you master, every fear you face, that's success. So today, take a deep breath and whisper this to yourself. My success is already unfolding. Because it is. When you write your first English email without fear, that's success. When you understand a joke in a movie and laugh, that's success. When you speak with a stranger and they smile back, that's success. Not loud, not shiny, but real. Unlocking success through English is not about knowing every word. It's about knowing that your voice matters in every language. So keep showing up. Keep believing. Keep building. Because your version of success is waiting. And it speaks your name in English. Let's go get it. Together. Fluency is more than speaking. It's freedom. Freedom to express your ideas clearly. Freedom to connect with new people. freedom to grow your career, to live in another country, or simply to feel confident when ordering coffee. But more than anything else, fluency is freedom of the mind. Because once you believe you can speak, you begin to believe you can do other things too. Think about the first time you said something in English and someone understood you. Maybe it was a small sentence. How are you? Or where is the station? But that small moment opened a big door. You felt brave. You felt strong. You felt like you could do more. That feeling, that spark, that is the beginning of freedom. You see, English isn't just for passing tests. It's for living, for loving, for learning, for laughing, for understanding the world around you. The more you can say, the more you can do. The more you understand, the more deeply you can connect. The more you express, the more your true self can shine. But fluency doesn't mean fast. It doesn't mean perfect. It means flowing, natural, steady. It means you can keep going even when the words aren't perfect, even when your accent is strong, even when you forget a word. Because fluency is not about flawless words. It's about unstoppable communication. There's a man I knew named Paulo. He worked on fishing boats for 20 years. He never finished school. One day, his son asked him why he never spoke during family calls with relatives abroad. Paulo said, "Because I don't want to sound stupid." His son replied, "But Dad, you taught me how to live. That's never stupid." That day, Paulo began to study. He watched English videos every night, not with a goal to pass an exam, but with a goal to speak to his family. 6 months later, he joined a family call and said just 4 words. "Hello. I miss you." Everyone cried. That's fluency. That's freedom. Your freedom is waiting too. It's waiting for you to open your mouth and speak, no matter how simple the sentence, no matter how shaky the voice. Every word is a key. Every effort is a step closer to living more fully. So next time you hesitate to speak, remind yourself, this is not just English. This is my voice. This is my freedom. And I deserve it. Because you do. You absolutely do. Speak your truth in English. Every person carries a story. Maybe yours is quiet. Maybe it's full of pain. Maybe it's a story about rising from nothing. Maybe it's about rebuilding after you lost everything. Whatever it is, it's real. And it deserves to be heard. When you speak English, you are not just learning a skill. You are opening a door to let your story fly into the world. You are choosing to be seen, to be heard, and to be known. You are not invisible. You never were. But now your voice can go further, wider, louder. The world is not just waiting for perfect grammar. It's waiting for truth, real words, real people, real emotion. And that's what you bring when you stop hiding behind silence and speak from the heart. There's something magical about someone speaking in a second language. It takes courage. It takes patience. And it takes vulnerability. You're not pretending. You're not performing. You're showing up with your truth, even when it's raw. And that is the most powerful thing of all. I once met a woman named Amina. She had lived in silence for years in a new country. She was afraid of making mistakes. She avoided conversations. One day, at a community event, she stood up and introduced herself in English. Her voice shook. Her grammar was broken, but her message was clear. I am not afraid anymore. People clapped. Some cried. Because when you speak your truth, you don't just free yourself. You give others permission to do the same. So speak. Even if your accent is thick. Even if your sentence isn't perfect. Even if your voice shakes. Your truth is more powerful than your mistakes. Let your English be a reflection of your resilience. Let it carry your dreams, your values, your pain, your passion. Let it say what your heart has been holding for too long. You don't need perfect English to tell your story. You just need honest English. And that honesty will echo far beyond your words. You are not weak because you struggle. You are strong because you continue. Every time you study, every time you try again, you're rewriting your story from powerless to powerful. English is not just for those who were born into it. It belongs to everyone who dares to claim it. It belongs to you. With English, you can walk into rooms you were once afraid of. You can apply for jobs you thought were out of reach. You can travel without fear. You can dream bigger. Power doesn't always feel like a roar. Sometimes it feels like a whisper. I can do this. That whisper becomes a habit. That habit becomes a voice. That voice becomes your future. You don't need anyone's permission to become powerful. You already are. And your English is just a tool to help you express it. The world may try to tell you that your mistakes define you, but they don't. Your effort does. Your courage does. Your heart does. So pick up your pen. Open your mouth. Practice that phrase again. Read that paragraph out loud. Watch that lesson one more time. This is how you step into your power. And every time you do, remind yourself, this is not just learning English. This is learning how to stand tall. You are not small. You are not late. You are not broken. You are powerful. And your English is just getting started. You may look ahead and think, it's too far. It will take too long. But what if the journey itself is the reward? What if every moment you speak, every mistake you make, every small improvement is already giving you something? You're building patience. You're building discipline. You're building self-trust. And those are gifts that will stay with you for the rest of your life. Yes, one day you'll speak English fluently. Yes, one day you'll get that job, or travel to that country, or have that conversation without fear. But don't forget the value of today. Today you're growing. Today you're learning. Today you're becoming. There is no finish line. There's just the next step. And the next. And the next. Each one matters. Each one is enough. So don't wait to feel proud. Be proud now. You're doing something most people never dare to do. You're learning a whole new way to be seen. And I see you. I see your strength, your effort, your dream. Keep walking. Keep learning. Keep shining. Because this journey you're on, it is already a success.